afternoon, Machine. Evening.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Good.
That's so badass, dude.
Oh, thanks.
That's not just a fake background. That's actually your barn.
It's your actual.
I'm here. Yep, I'm here at work.
What a beautiful back,
It's
dude.
great. It's a nice spot.
Is that the set for Oklahoma? No, just kidding.
Yeah, it's such a vibey place to jam if you're a band. You know, like that's the whole idea. It just feels so good to play in here, and it already sounds good. And then we enhance it with this huge PA as well, and it's just like all over your body and
for your soul.
In the daytime, there's these huge windows. Can't see it now, but you know, there's these huge windows, and you see all the nature and shit.
Beautiful.
Good times. Give me 1 second, Chef.
Are you drinking a beer?
Does my mic sound okay?
That's great.
Sounds great.
I'm drinking a fucking Texas beer, man. Lone Star.
Hell yeah.
Dude, Lone Star is like the only beer you drink in Texas because it's like $2
great.
a can.
And it's great.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Pabst Brewing Company who bought it a few years ago.
Oh, is that right?
Yes,
there you
sir.
go.
There you go. Where you are.
Leave it to Mike to come with the inside business info.
Well, the thing is like I was in South by Southwest in 2008 or 9, and I wanted a case of it in LA for my friends and stuff. And like,
right, and you can't get it out there, right?
Can't get it out here. So I was like, how can I get Lone Star here? Blah 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 blah. And I looked up all the specifics on the company, and Pabst had bought it at some point.
Ah,
there you go.
So there you go.
That inside insight.
Yep, lovely. So Machine, how
what's
is
up?
it, man? How is the first week back to Machine Shop Live, man?
Oh, good. It's the funnest thing I do, really, because you know, I'm not used to that level of excitement. It's like making records is, you know, very methodical, planned out. This is like, whoa! It's like we go live at this time. It's like set this up now. We got to get these sounds now. Go to this interview, do that outside of the photo shoot. Boom! Set up this sound check. Okay, play this one playthrough. Okay.
Nice.
Sounds like you got your own Hollywood
so
studio going on.
It's super fun.
Looks like it, and it sounds super awesome. By the way.
Oh
Yeah. Oh, so I mean, the last one we did was Sons of Texas, and that was the first one that we sort of had where we had actually went to the live stream on the Monday, and the Wednesday was a finished mixed edited video. So that was an interesting. That was also exciting, like just turning it around real fast. You know, that was the first there.
Yeah, and the thing is like it's been a pretty exciting week. Not only did you do Sons of Texas, you had the well.
I had the well because I was
Friday,
trying
right?
to. Yep, I started a new record tomorrow, so the idea was come a week and get some
stuff done.
MSLs in the bag, baby.
So I
wanted to do more, but yeah, there's a lot going on now.
Yeah, it's good
It
stuff,
really
man.
is. And when you start a record, it's a whole. When you're inside of a record, you know, it's like a label record. It's like a whole zone. You know, it takes a good amount of time, and I'm here with the guys. You know, living here with the guys, and it's like, you know, a rock and roll summer camp. It's full on, so it's like it takes a lot of focus.
It's funny. I was watching. I saw something just like a update, and it was like, well, watch live at Daryl's house, and I into it the other day, and I'm like, wow, he's got, you know, MSL.
I gotta watch that.
Dude, watch the Tommy Shaw one. I watched it yesterday. It was
okay.
It was amazing. Like literally, they come in, they learn all of his songs, and he rolls in, and they did like Blue Collar Man for like their first song, and it was like perfect.
Yeah, I think that's what.
Wow.
Yeah. But he actually jams with them too, so it's like weird. It'd be like if you actually got on the guitar or something and started playing with the band. And like,
that would never happen.
But
the bands I get are way too good.
The vibe is there. It's something very cool, but it's different, but it's unique. So you're doing something.
I think your new ESP would say otherwise.
You know.
Your
ESP would say otherwise. I heard you got to do ESP.
Oh, dude, you got to see this thing, Greg. It's insane. It's insane.
It's nice. Yeah. The gear companies love us, you know,
speaking about
we play through a lot of stuff and put it out there.
But yeah, like the gear, you know, the gear, people want to know about the gear you're using. You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got that crowd.
And I think the heavier bands really lend themselves to promoting and influencing, being an influencer for equipment choices. That type of band / musician, accomplished technical people, they do. I mean, I see why the gear companies and the progressive metal bands do have like heightened in relationships. It seems.
Yeah.
It makes sense. They're the best players.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We talked about this in the last episode that we did with
They're
you.
the athletes. They're like the athletes of guitar playing.
They're like
Drumming.
endorsing the equipment that they're using, which makes amazing content. And to get it captured at the MSL Live studio, the multimedia studio, is just like content for for weeks, for months, and for that whole single release that they're doing. So it's a great thing to be doing. We beat this till the cows.
I know. Thank you.
No. It's so important. It's so important. And now you're teaming up with VEEPS, right? I heard for the tickets.
Yeah. I think that's a great place to do it.
How did it go for your first time around with the well?
Oh, just fine.
Yeah,
just fine. They remember we kind of had that conversation with Lindsay, the VP there, VEEPS. Everything she said, she was like, "You're gonna get this like assistant A&R person who's going to walk you through it." And we did. We had a great conference call. She showed us some stuff.
Oh, wow.
She like checked us for the first time, like a sound check. She watched it pre-show, and she was watching it during the show. So they had our back which is good. I'm sure it's not the smallest VEEPS show, but it certainly wasn't close to the biggest. So respect for them, like giving staff to people that want to use the platform.
That's a beaut. That's where we're so adamant about right now, because what else are you going to do out there? Besides drive-through shows or drive-in shows that are really more for big bands. I think right now I haven't seen more bands really be able to do that.
I went to one last Saturday. Which
I haven't been to one.
311
did one?
Yeah, 311 did one at Ventura County Fairgrounds, and it was really good. I mean, it was like, wasn't obviously as intimate as I've seen 311 several times, but it wasn't like as intimate as seeing them like in a club or an arena. It was funny. It was kind of this vibe where I saw them play in the pool at Mandalay Bay maybe 5 years ago in Vegas.
Okay.
And it was kind of like that thing where like the pool was separating you from the band.
Okay.
So I was in my back of my buddy's truck, and we were like, 3 rows of cars back. So it was kind of far. So,
all right.
But still, it was fun. I mean, they played great. I mean, Tim Mahoney's a fucking.
Oh yeah, 311's so cool, man.
Fucking beast.
They're just one of those bands. It's their own thing. It's their own fan base, or like Clutch. It's their own earned like core thing, and it's forever. It's like they keep doing it. They've got them.
Yeah.
Amazing. What a great place to be in for a band.
Yeah.
Seriously. Was that Isaiah back there?
Yes. Where's it? I don't know.
I
I
saw
didn't
some
catch
glasses walking down the stairs.
It must have been.
Yeah.
It's either it can only be that or a member of Capstan.
Okay.
That's the only people here.
So how is the new Capstan record going? You guys started today?
Oh, we haven't. Well, it's tomorrow. We start
tomorrow.
The band pulled in today.
Oh, good.
And getting situated. We got things set up. We're ready for pre-pro.
Right on.
And it all starts really all starts tomorrow.
Well, that's awesome. But
they've written it. I know, I've heard the demos and stuff. They've done a great job. We're going to make a great record.
Oh,
yeah, they're ready to go.
Looking forward.
And
so great, man. Well, dude,
building that pipeline,
and they will do a machine shop live at some point while they're here. I want to wait till they have a videographer. They have a videographer coming at some point.
Right.
I want to steal him and add him with our videographer and big up their visuals. I want to wait to get that guy involved. The guy I haven't met yet. Their videographer.
He's going to take what you do and put it on steroids. Is pretty much what he's going to do.
No, it's another talented camera guy.
Another guy.
We're a bunch of audio nerds trying to do video.
Yeah,
it's a hilarious.
Trust me, I feel that.
It's hilarious
every day.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't even sweat audio. It's like, okay. And other people go, how do you know? I'm like, whatever. It's like, but like, I started this with like, step one on
Yeah.
the video side.
Yeah.
Literally step one.
Well, you did a great. I mean, it's great. I mean, more or less, like, how much more can you possibly do? I'm sure there's more that I'm not a videographer, so I wouldn't really know. But from the MSLs that I've seen, they've been really great. Like,
well, that's because we hire one camera guy. That's the thing, like a performance guy. Like that's like our signature. Usually bands are in a circle.
Yep.
And we started coincidentally with this guy, Jacob. And he was just really good at like whipping around and like action photography, action video. And I was like, that's great. That's such a good concept. Let's have the world's best performing musicians and like performing video people and performing live sound guys and performing video switchers. Let's all have like, the most impressive. Let's try to have the most impressive live stream. Yeah. Performance, everybody. That's the idea.
And I get that. I feel that from watching it. And
that's
so,
our goal.
You're accomplishing those, which is really great. And which is another reason why you're on here again, is to kind of hammer home that, live streaming is, you got to supplement something. You got to do it with something. I mean, you could do it yourself, but like, I feel like you want to do it with somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing, so you can get the best out of it and not even worry about it as a band, because that's just another thing that can be like, put in the drawer and not even paid attention to because we just don't know how to do it and like never do it. You know what I mean? So now you can actually go and get that experience. And can explain the experience again. Just kind of, you get there, like a dinner, there's like a barbecue and stuff like that. Is this part of the package that they get?
Yeah, I could give you an average one, but the idea is that, it's the place to come. You're leaving with a couple. If you're doing Machine Shop Live, you're leaving, and you're gonna have a couple of two well mixed edited performance videos. Right? That's what that. What you do while you're here is all for. We have some standard things we do. I interview the band. We get certain content while they're setting up and while they're doing stuff. That is for our patrons at certain levels, because most of our patrons are young people in bands that really want to connect, and really they do want to see the behind the scenes stuff. They do want to know how a band think about their equipment or what it is. They do want to see a band do a playthrough of a very difficult song. Most of them are young bands and musicians. So that's our particular audience. But
great.
When the bands come, they are here by default. They're going to get a bunch of other content, and it's up to what we put together, what we organize, and really sky's the limit. It's like I always offer, you can play it instead of just doing the 2 songs live. You're welcome to do a whole set, and you're welcome to monetize that whole set. And believe it or not all bands I offered out the Fire from the Gods. They didn't want to do it. I offered it to the Well. They were all about it, and they did well. Very, no pun intended. They did quite okay with their streaming, the cash. It was not a waste of their time to come in here. Let me tell you that much.
Right. Well, think about the operational expenditures that you're cutting in half with just playing this and just doing it in front of an audience. So you're saying,
and it's like, I don't think every fan thinks like this live streaming experience is as good as going to a live show. It's not. It's not. You're sitting at a computer watching it, but they want to see new things from their bands. They want to participate.
Want to be part of it.
They want to give little bits of money. It's okay to give little bits of money to help out these bands. It's okay to say as a band, monetize. What the Well did is they just, on VEEPS, they had, you have different packages. The lowest that they kind of did, they wanted to do it like a band camp. So this is how they did it, like pay what you can. So the way they did it is VEEPS, their lowest ticket they let you do is $350. So they did a ticket package, and they said, these are all the same, $350, $5, $10, $15. And everyone was like, next package, it's the same, pay what you can. So, and I looked at like the data, it's surprising, like some fans, everyone could have just done $3.50.
Right.
But you'd be amazed how many fans just, no, I can do more. I want to help these guys out. This is very impressed to look at that from behind the scenes.
That's great.
I'm not I'm a music guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It's cool to do that, see where that's going to go, and like kind of gauge it in real time and be like, okay, well, there's a market for this. There's actual way to actually. It's impressive. There's all around. It's where it's come.
And I don't know how. I can't predict how fashionable or how important live streaming is going to be after COVID, but I will generalize by saying this sort of fan interaction, this sort of will not go away in any way, shape, or form. This sort of personal connection via VIP packages of connecting fans in conversations and groups and activities that's not going anywhere. They'll start bringing that out on tour or doing it more. It's like that next level of connection from fan to artist. And that's like, I look at it.
You look at a band like 311 where their fans are so goddamn religious, like the Dead.
Yeah.
I mean, they will buy live stream after live stream after live stream after live stream. Yep. And who's to say that bands, you hear, I mean, dude, we all remember, like, maybe Greg doesn't, but you and I definitely remember Machine, like all the fucking Deadheads that would show up Giant Stadium when we were in our team.
Oh my God.
10 nights at Giant Stadium.
How many parking lots I went to? Not the show, just the scene.
The parking lots, right.
Like,
the racetrack and Giant Stadium, like that whole thing. Yeah.
There's a market for that.
There was a huge market for that. But the thing is like people back then would barter, different bootlegs from different places, whether it was Harbor or San Francisco, different years. So, I don't see why that could not be another thing that could happen for bands.
I think Machine's got a good point though. Generalizing it, it's like, okay, it's not the same thing as a live show, but like it's going to be part of the ecosystem of the pillars of what's important on how to engage with fans and how to monetize that. And because again, going from show to show to show, when back in the old traditional model, and not getting anybody's name or number or your email and number and on an email list, and then you're not going to send a message to those people. So when you go back next time, it's going to be a better show. They're going to bring one of their friends, two of their friends, 2 people equal 4 people, 4 people equal 8 people, so on and so on. It goes fast. But if you just go and play a show and then you're not getting anybody's name, you're really pissing in the wind. That's
a good point.
Now you have the ability to cut the cost in half logistically, have an awesome show. I would totally get people's emails from that and then have them on my list, and then they'd be another fan that we can engage with future events. That's great. Beautiful. I love lighting in the background, by the way.
That's just like a perfect example of like the new world. Because the old world, like you didn't get those names and numbers, but you had this massive money marketing engine of the major label or this, and like putting up posters and putting in ads in magazines, a whole different thing. It's completely irrelevant now.
Roots, right?
It's completely irrelevant. So it's like now it's like connecting, and you could build that one email at a time.
Yep.
And
I mean, listen,
record companies are they're kind of only working for maybe the huge artists. I don't know.
Yeah. So
if they are working at a small level, they probably know about collecting emails as well.
Sure. I think it's that bands don't realize that that's such an important thing where they're just like going on stage and they get off, and then like maybe they're going to the merch booth and maybe they're selling their stuff, but like you don't even need merch anymore. You have drop shipping. Hello. You could just put your logo on stuff and you could sell it online now. It's amazing. And you don't have to go buy a bunch of merch. Right?
Yeah.
And now I'm pushing this to now. Like, it's probably the most relevant way to be able to get your brand out there the best way, Okay, I just watched the Machine Shop live. Let me buy it off Teespring. Let me buy a shirt. Or you have your shirts for sale. You have Machine Shop shirts. Now, do you have those?
We have one.
You have one. One shirt left?
We have one.
We have one.
No, we have one design. Our first shirt.
That's all you need, man. What else is there?
And we want to do, lots of shirts are fun.
Shirts are
more
cool.
shirts. There's one of our Patreon tiers is pretty sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty sick tier. $5 a month.
Right.
And every season of the year, you get a free coupon code for a new shirt or a new piece of merch. So add that up. That's $15.
Yeah.
First, so you do the first one, 5, but boom, you got a code to our store,
Yeah.
free shirt.
Right.
You are paying shipping because it's like if you're like there's a dude in Japan versus a dude like down the road in Texas and New Jersey.
Yeah.
It's different shipping. So it's like a free coupon code and then you pay your shipping. So,
Right.
but that's pretty cool, right? Like $5, boom, you're in the club. You've got a Machine Shop Live shirt, represent, and then like every 3 months, that's like $15.
Yeah.
Like boom, another shirt.
That's great. Be part of this experience. We're here for so how long are you going to be out there for now? You there for
it's 4 weeks.
Another 4 weeks?
4 weeks with the band. Yeah.
Then okay. That's
Yep.
pretty bad.
We're done the week before Christmas. So that's about as far as we could push it like in this year.
Right. And then and then next year you're building up the momentum for next year as well.
Yeah. Yeah. There's things on the table. A lot of mixing.
A lot of
mixing. Yeah. I'd love to do just more quick trips for Machine Shop Lives or live streaming performance of just in this place. I'd love to do more and more of that.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. So as we move kind of forward, we wanted to feature you today just because again it's important, and I think we just really like. I mean, the relationship we're developing with you and VEEPS and everything, I feel like it's just it's really the forefront of what we're pushing for the younger bands to be able to, do. Even let's just say this, the byproduct of this, if they're not doing it with you, to be able to push them to do it on their own in some form, because I know you have to take a certain caliber and it has to be profitable for you as well. In general, it's just like the way to do it. It's like, now you got to do this. And I see,
you can be, if you don't have as much gear or a fancy place, that doesn't stop you from being creative with your live stream and doing something that's easy but different and weird or funny. Right. Just use your imagination, just like you do for your music.
That's right. There you go. And that's what we implore you guys to do out there. Use your imagination. Use your rehearsal room. Make it. You get 2 cameras, get 3 cameras, and have the little switcheroo thing on there, the little panel switcher, and just have somebody do that for you. Because what else are you doing right now? Probably not that much. And that's scary too, because again, the bigger bands are going to do a bunch of drive-in shows. Is that going to be the future? Have you guys heard of anything coming up the pike with just regular shows coming back? I haven't heard shit.
Yeah, I think I've heard some stuff this week. You're looking at first off, Ticketmaster isn't going to start issuing tickets again for new shows until they literally have a vaccine in the hands of the general population.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And with the hands being the general population, also testing will be widely more available to people than it is now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the thing is they don't want to accept that liability if someone's sick. You go to a show, it's like, well, where was the last place you were before this, and you had a negative test? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Shouldn't.
It's interesting. I don't know if you guys know who Tokyo Hero is. He's a tattoo artist who worked on the Stone Sour guys, and he's done a bunch of bands. But he was saying on his Instagram the other night, I was reading it, and he was like, my wife went with her friends. They all got tests. This is the way you should do it. And it's kind of his thing. And he's got a point, it's people are rioting in the streets of Huntington Beach. Give me a fucking break about a 10 p.m. curfew.
Are they?
Yeah.
There's a 10 p.m. curfew in Huntington Beach?
In all of California right now, because they want to try to limit it.
Limit the spread. Yeah.
Understandable. I was on a meeting yesterday, and the guy was talking about just him and his buddies meeting in June, and 9 of them got together. 9. That's a lot of people at a bar and grill, and then they fucking all got it.
Oh no!
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, geez, okay, this shit's real. So it's kind of scary, and at the same time, you just want to move on with your life a little bit and just be able to be normal again. So it's been tough. So at the same time, you got to keep busy, got to keep productive. And those musicians out there that aren't or afraid to do things, just it's time to get out of the comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm lucky out here that, we're quite secluded. It's a very rural setting.
Very rural.
So there's not a lot of people around. And then we have to drive 10 to 12 minutes to go to, say, the grocery store, and we mask up and, outside of that, it's a nice, it's a feel good, safe place to be here. Yeah. Absolutely. We keep it clean.
Do you have the tornado shelter built up?
No.
On the property?
No.
Tornado shelter.
There's no crazy tornadoes. That's the flatlands.
Okay.
The flatlands, like in Arkansas or this, or there are parts of Texas where it's flat, and I can build up. We're in the mountains and hill country of Texas.
Oh, one of my best friends, Chris Mala, he's a major prepper, and he's a
doomsday prepper.
He's also he's also an account executive at a really high-end gun manufacturer. Oh, okay. And he lives in Arkansas.
Oh boy!
And his first house in Little Rock he goes, yeah, man. He goes, I just bought the fucking thing at Home Depot and put it in the ground. And he goes, the next house we bought in Bentonville, he goes, I had him dig the garage out and put it in the ground.
All right. Well, because he's probably one of those guys that's like, if it's gonna get hit, I gotta just make an investment in something that I could just.
He's gonna try to cheat death any way he can.
Yep.
Yeah, save money in his pocket too. It's like, oh, there's a tornado. Let me just move my house over here because.
No. Yeah, right. Well, that's not
I just pick it up, move it over here.
It's funny. He was in the movie Avatar, and when they did the wrap party at Cameron's house.
Yeah.
Cameron, I guess, has this. So off topic, but kind of funny. I guess from what I heard, Cameron has this fire suppression system because his house is in Malibu.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right in like Fire Alley, essentially.
Oh, wow. And
basically, if the fire comes, it pops up and.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's baller.
Yeah.
It just like covers his mansion in a bubble of mist or something.
Yeah, pretty much. They're like pylons that pop up and.
What?
That's
crazy.
Oh my God.
Crazy shit in Malibu.
Kind of the analogy to what they have down the shore here now because of what happened with Sandy. They have they've always had houses on pillared, but they actually foundation.
Well, the codes changed, didn't they?
Right.
The building codes after it for that. I think that's one of the issues.
But the way they build them now is like literally like if the water comes in, the walls collapse like this. They're collapsing walls or something, so the water can go through, and it doesn't get into the house. But the house is up, right? So it's like on like stilts, but the walls will actually go like this. I don't know how that like gets the water out of the way, but that's like $150,000 like additional investment onto your property by doing that, something like that. I looked into it for myself for this house because I'm right by the Ramapo River.
Okay,
like right next to it, like literally. So when Sandy happened last time, they broke the levee because it's either the town was going to get the water or the house. So the house got it, but it came up and then it washed away. So it's just interesting. But yeah, regardless, I mean, a little off topic, but hey, it's a conversation, right? So this is what we're talking
about. Survival.
Yeah. Surviving.
Yeah, the world is just fucking pissed. Like in the last couple, on our adult lifetime.
Murder hornets.
Like Sandy, COVID, like it's just, the world's just like fires in California. World is like, fuck you humans.
You've done enough.
I'll fucking show you. Dosage.
Sit down, little man. I'll show you.
Yeah. I'll show you little doses of natural disasters. I'll sprinkle you with that.
I'll just show you how vulnerable you really are.
Yeah.
It's like Henry Rollins has that stand-up thing. It's like, why do people build their houses in places where they'll watch it? It's like, you were told not to build it there. And he's like, it's always that one toothless redneck that's always like, oh, my house washed right. No shit, dumbass. You shouldn't have fucking built it there.
Yeah. Right. It's like it's like Sam Kinison. Like, if you really wanted to, have more water, maybe you shouldn't live in the fucking desert.
See? Sand.
That's great. Well, listen, is there anything you want to kind of, these are very short little segments we do for the day, but is there anything else you want to kind of put forth out there before we, tie down here?
I'm good, man.
You look very happy and content, man. It's every time I see it's like, I want to be that happy.
Yeah.
when I'm, you're
moved to Dripping Springs, bro. Move to Dripping Springs.
It does feel really good out here, I have to say. Every time I come back, I'm like, what a
Get
cool place.
recharged.
People are nice.
Mm-hmm.
The weather's so cool. We're so good. I love the heat.
You have your dog?
Yeah, Wolf's here.
Nice.
Can you
Hey,
Yeah.
bud.
Just chilling.
sleeping, just making sure Dad's podcast is going okay?
Nice.
Got my back.
That's awesome. That's your buddy.
Yep.
That's great.
He's
Hey,
here.
buddy. Yeah, the place
Well,
looks
thanks.
great. Place
Thanks
looks
for having me on again,
I
guys.
wanted to do a record in your place, dude. Freaking amazing.
Sure. Come hang out. It's
$5,000.
a great place
Hey,
to jam.
dude. Yep, exactly.
Definitely. Yeah. Well,
Yep.
listen, thank you again. And to anybody out there that's like, basically doing well on their media, social media, and killing it, I think that, you can also contact us, or you can always DM Machine through the MSL Live Instagram or Machine.
Yes.
What's your Instagram name exactly? The exact name for it? Is that
Machine
producer? The producer, right?
Machine producer.
Right.
Let me check it out.
Gotcha. I always tag you and everything anyway.
Nice.
Nice. Hell yeah. That's what's up.
All right, guys.
All right.
Hey,
Well,
buddy.
rock on.
Be good out there in Texas. We'll talk soon.
We will. All right. Have a good one, guys. Later.
See you, buddy.
Peace. What a good guy.
Fun times. I love
Good
Machine.
guy. I love him
Such a
too.
good dude. Every time I talk to him, we always have like the best conversations.
Yeah, you're a gearhead though, so like for me, I kind of get stuck sometimes because I'm like he knows.
And he always schools me. He's like, "That's nice, but
and you're like,
oh,
are you driving
for
through?
a minute."
Oh no, you're on the headphones right now. Okay, duh.
Yeah, I'm on the headphones. I'm not going through the
Speaks.
XS5s. Otherwise, it would sound like butt.
Gotcha. So this week, I know tomorrow we have an interview with a very good.
Oh yeah, so let's talk about that. So we have the guy who beat Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay, and it's like, what does that have to do with music? Well, he's an artist and he's also a musician.
Well, interesting story. Brian Sau. We're going to interview him tomorrow. It will be on the live stream on YouTube if you guys are listening to this, and Greg will put it up on the Instagram.
Yep.
We're going to live stream it, but we're going to take it down the second it's over with. So catch it. If you got questions for Brian, put them up there.
Mhm.
Also, Brian Sau is, and I probably hope I'm pronouncing his name right,
I think
is a Korean Chinese American-born chef from Queens, New York, and he did beat Bobby Flay on the show. Beat Bobby Flay.
right.
But he's opened up several restaurants. He's a guy who has, you read kind of his story, has an amazing YouTube channel where he takes traditional meals and shows you how to do them yourself. So like the rice bean burrito from Taco Bell, like he does some really cool stuff, but he's
Yeah.
also like a major executive chef, like the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
And he also was in 15 in a thrashcore band. Just a little background on him.
Mm-hmm.
When he was over in China, couldn't speak the language,
Right.
but loved the food. And what he did is he toured with the band and met different chefs all over China to learn the different dialects
culinary
of
things.
food palette, essentially.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So like dim sum and dumplings and Szechuan and, things which are traditionally different over there. He kind of knows all that stuff. And I always found him to be interesting. I follow him on Instagram forever, and I didn't realize how much depth he has. So I'm really excited for this freaking interview tomorrow.
And there was
One, I'm a foodie. Two is Brian's a really nice guy.
food and metal, food and music.
Food and music, man. I mean, what else you got?
Yeah. So he's done an exceptional job with his Instagram too.
Yeah.
And that's impressive too. And we always talk about that.
His live channel is great. It's called, I think, Not Your Typical Chef.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
He posted today something on his Instagram with Jesse Leach follows him from Kill Switch.
Nice. Yeah. So he's in with the community.
He's in that crew,
Yeah.
that whole, but amazing musician, really like it's going to be fun. He's also a guitar nerd like I am. So
He's a guitarist, right? That's what he
he is. He is a guitar player. His name of his band escapes me, but we'll post it.
will get it.
But excited for Brian Sau tomorrow. He's freaking legit, dude. And there's a lot you guys can learn from him just in the internet presence alone that he has. Is pretty awesome.
Awesome.
So
All right. So let's just say, guys, thank you for tuning in, and we will be bringing you new episodes every Friday like we always do. And if you guys want to into joining this type of movement that we're building here, you can go to the www.themusiccombine.com and subscribe to our mailing list, and as well as this YouTube live stream. You could subscribe to our YouTube and our Instagram,
which we've been on the rise with.
which
Our YouTube subscribership has been going up.
Well,
Hey, also check out our Teespring store if you so dare.
that's through the website that you'll see.
Yep.
And
Check out some merchandise. Go get a Don't Be a Dick shirt.
get up off your ass and do something so you feel like, hey, listen, we're moving forward here. So that's what we got to keep doing. We got to keep pushing each other, man, because this shit is not easy to. Again, they're doing it here too, man. They're literally like they don't want you to go out. Like it's like so like yeah.
It's not gonna. I watched Cuomo's press conference today this morning when I got up, and I was like, you know what? He's right though. I mean, the thing is there's articles that have come out in the past week, and whether you believe in the politics of it or not, I'm going to stick with, because I have a pre-existing condition, that I'm not going anywhere for Thanksgiving.
Right.
It's okay by me to miss 1 year.
Yep. It's okay.
I missed them before with my family, like when I was on tour.
Right.
It doesn't affect me either way.
But I mean,
I get the COVID fatigue. I get all that stuff. I would rather have a day of reflection of what I'm thankful for and grateful for by myself.
There you go.
Without getting sick or getting anyone else sick.
That's cool. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that.
So,
and with that, happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
Yeah.
And,
this week, the episode that's on Friday is actually going to be a best of. We just hit our 25th episode this past Friday with Mark Morales.
Yep.
And I put together a best of episode. So if you want to catch some of the best of clips from all of our first 25 episodes, they will be there on Friday on YouTube and on Anchor. So go check it out.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
Yeah.
All right, buddy boy. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Greg.
Mike. Miguel.
All right, dude.
All right.
See ya.
See ya.